Okay, it's time to begin. Hello everyone. Welcome to another English chat. I'll give you a few minutes to enter this classroom, virtual classroom, to move over from Professor Hollis's class into mine. And hello, great to see you once again. How have you been? Good. Okay, we're just getting settled in, getting ready to start. Now, I have to ask, can everybody hear me okay? Give me a great big thumbs up or a smiley face or yes as I adjust my settings here. We're okay? Okay, thank you, Anne. Oh, and Jenny and Unju, hello. Welcome back. Dawoon, hello. Great. Suhyun, excellent. And that's a very cute emoji. Thank you. Jungdoon, lovely. I was just playing with some settings on my computer and it looks like we are ready to go. So as you can see from our title, today we're talking about luck and success. Two related topics for sure. Luna, welcome back. Great to see you. All right, so we'll begin with some warm-up questions as usual on the following slide. And then after our warm-up, we'll be looking at a grammar point and then we'll be playing a game. And please stick around to the end. I think this week's game might be a little surprising. Let's put it that way. Okay, so jumping in with a very, introductory question. How would you define success? So that means give me simply your definition of success in the chat. So maybe for some people, success means having a lot of money. But maybe for others, it could mean something else. It could mean having achieved some sort of goal, maybe reaching a certain point in one's career, having a big and happy, healthy family. So again, lots of different definitions. So I'd love to hear yours. Unju, am I the only one who has poor screen? So that means kind of some problem with accessing this lecture. I'll wait for some other students to answer you. So if everyone doesn't mind, it would be great if you could reply to Unju. And I would like to know as well about the quality of this video. If it's visible, not so visible, if it's clear, if it's fuzzy and pixelated. Unju, sorry about that. I hope we can solve this problem together. Okay, we have some answers coming in. N says that their definition of success is finding happiness in every situation, in every moment in life. Lovely, thank you so much. Suhyun says something that I hope will come true, like a dream, like a goal. Great answer too. Unju says, okay, it's better now. Great. And Jenny says success is like a long distance marathon, a continuous journey. Lovely, very lovely, thank you. Eunha had the same problem as Unju, but things have resolved. Okay, keep me updated. If things appear not so great on your end, send a message in the chat and I'll do what I can to fix the settings over here. N says, it's 720p for me. Quality is good. Okay, so we'll just keep going, but if it's a little bit too unbearable for you, just again, send a message. Okay, thank you for your answers. We'll jump right ahead into the next question. So what small successes, so we can call those moments of pleasure, moments of winning, feeling great, what small successes do you have every day? And you could start your answer with this prompt, you could say, I feel a sense of success, the feeling of success, a sense of success. Whenever or you could say, I feel successful. Now, feeling successful, that's, kind of a bigger statement than the sense of success. That's a little softer, but both are okay. I'll go first. I feel a sense of success every day whenever I complete a workout at the gym. So I feel a sense of success whenever I exercise, whenever I finish something difficult, like running for a really long time, or, going to my boxing gym and completing a session. So it's like a small win that I try to give myself every day. Small success, though, not a big one. Let's see what your answers are. Unju, great. Unju says, I feel successful whenever I take a rest and watch a movie. Sure, you relax. Right, after a long, hard day of work, you finally have a chance to relax. Great. Okay, so that one, you feel a sense of success for that. And, okay, Suhyun, yes, definitely. I feel successful whenever I look at my daughters, whenever I look at my children. Oh, of course, beautiful answer. Jenny says, I feel successful whenever I get a little bit better or a little bit more productive than the previous day. Okay, I see. Your sentence is good. I read it properly now. So you're always improving little by little every day. Great. All right. I'm sure more answers are coming in, but we will now move on to the third question to warm up. What is your greatest success in life? So you could answer, my greatest success is my children. My greatest success is maybe graduating a certain university, a certain program from a certain university or college. Maybe it was getting your dream job. Maybe it was visiting 30 or 40 countries in your life. There are a lot of things that we can talk about here. So maybe one of your greatest successes. And I'm sure we all have something positive to say about ourselves. So you can type anything that you think of, and you don't have to feel shy. You won't be bragging. You won't be boasting. So what's your greatest success in your life? Quite frankly, in my personal experience, I'd say that my greatest success is being able to live abroad, more or less successfully. So living in Korea for an extended period of time without any trouble, making a nice life here for myself. So I'm proud of that. I feel that I am successful in moving to another country and adapting more or less quite well. So that's mine. I'd like to hear yours. Great. Yes, Suhyun, I have been married with my husband. Sure. So your greatest success is your marriage. Great answer. Jung Daewon says, of course, my greatest success is my daughters. Yes. Great answer. Autumn. I like that. Knowing new languages. Definitely. It is so challenging to become fluent, conversational in any other language. That's really a big accomplishment, and it takes time. Great. Jenny says, my greatest success is that I am still living. Of course, being alive, that's something to celebrate. Being healthy, yes, definitely. Overcoming something. Kimberly says, overcoming your fears. Okay, we have that word again, overcoming. Unju says, I'm still young. So my older sister's biggest success is being a nurse. course. Congratulations to your sister. Nursing is a lovely profession. Great. I'm sure you're proud of her. N says, I'm really a lucky person. I didn't try hard to get a good job, but I always got one. So that we'll be talking about that a little bit later on too, whether or not you're a lucky person or not. And I'm pretty sure your hard work had to do with it as well. You wouldn't repeatedly get amazing jobs if you weren't talented in your field. That's just my opinion. Okay, great answers, everyone. All right, now leading into luck. Are you a lucky person or an unlucky person? And if you think you are a lucky person, could you tell us about your luckiest moment? So in my case, well, let's just say that I'm lucky because nothing that bad has happened to me in my life. Let's say knock on wood, like tuk tuk tuk. Okay, I'm trying to show my fist here. Native speakers in conversations say a lot, knock on wood. So we knock on something wooden and it signifies, oh, we don't want anything bad to happen to us, right? So I'm saying here, I'm lucky because I have an absence of bad luck. Knock on wood. That means I don't want any unlucky situations to come my way. But in terms of being lucky in the sense of, let's say, winning a prize, a random prize, winning concert tickets, something like that. No, I've never had that experience. So that's my answer. Moderately lucky. But maybe someone in the chat has a little story for us about that. Okay, let's get back to the chat. 정다운. Oh, talking to Unju. Good. It's great. It's great to have some conversations in here between each other. I'll give you more time to answer the question. Are you lucky? Are you unlucky? What do you think? Okay, Jenny says, I am a very lucky person. Every day I live with peace and joy. I am very healthy and happy every day. So I think I am a very lucky person. Yes, definitely. Definitely. You feel grateful for your life. That's great. Unju says, my sister and I are both lucky, but I have to work hard even if it isn't related to the lucky situations. On the other hand, my sister gets lucky without doing anything. So I definitely understand that situation. And we have a expression we're going to look at later that could sum up that feeling, where you feel like you're trying so hard and you have to work hard for everything that you get. And yet another person seems to get it for free without having to put in that much effort. Jung Do-eun says, I think I am a lucky person. I always meet such great people wherever I go. I am really grateful for that. Great that you're always surrounded with like-minded, positive, nice people. Lovely. Okay, Teenage Dream, welcome. I am unlucky. Oh no. Whenever I buy the lottery or whenever I buy lottery tickets, I do not get anything. Not even $5, 5,000 won. Oh, I hope your luck improves. Fighting. N says, I wanted to travel, but I didn't have money except some stocks. At that time, stocks prices went to the sky. They went sky high. Aha, so you wanted to travel. And then at that exact moment, your stocks suddenly increased in value so much that you could afford this trip. Oh, you are lucky. That's great. Good for you. All right. Good answers, everyone. And our last question, leading into a bit of maybe superstition, do certain objects mean good or bad luck in your culture? Objects, or we could say situations, or maybe even animals. So do certain things mean good or bad luck in your culture? In Western culture, we often think that a black cat that crosses the road in front of you, that walks directly in front of your path, brings bad luck. Of course, there's no scientific evidence there to back that up, but it's just an old tradition, an old way of thinking, a superstition. We have superstitions about black cats. What else? Also about ladders. So we climb ladders, right? To maybe work in a tree or climb up the ladder and work on a roof. But for, again, Westerners, we think that if there's a ladder and you walk under the ladder, you don't avoid the ladder. You walk kind of under the arc of this ladder. Again, it could bring bad luck. It's also not that safe. I think that's just a good practical tip, not to walk under anyone's construction site. But we say those, well, if you walk under the ladder, it could bring bad luck. Breaking a mirror, again, 7 years bad luck. Gosh, there are so many in Western culture. Maybe you could fill me in, though, about in Korea. So something that means good luck or something that means bad luck. And let's go back into the chat. Okay, Lee Yongjun says, nowadays I feel everyone makes my life successful. Okay, so that means that people are contributing to your life in positive ways. That's good to hear. Autumn says, what you just said reminded me of a movie, The Matrix. So series 1, how can we say that? Maybe just Matrix 1? I'm trying to remember what I just said. It'll come back to me, but thank you, okay? Maybe I said something profound by mistake. Hen says, okay, so as for a cultural taboo or superstition, in Korea, writing someone's name with red color is bad luck, is considered to be bad luck. Right. Yes, I do recall. I learned about that when I first moved to Korea. I was told by many people, don't write anyone's name in red ink. It could be considered rude. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me of that. Suhyun says, a bird named Kachi? Kachi? I hope I said that right. Kachi means that valuable guests will come. Okay, cool. The Kachi bird, is it a black bird? Is it a white bird? I wonder what that bird is in English. If someone knows, let me, please fill me in the comments. Good luck gifts. So Jenny says, any good gifts from loved ones, but bad luck, bad thoughts bring bad luck and fears. Oh, okay, so is it that the gifts bring either good luck or bad luck depending on who it comes from? I'm wondering. Okay, but anyway, so gift giving, yes. I heard that in Korea, if you give somebody a gift of a pair of shoes, a brand new pair of shoes, and you're in a relationship with that person, so you're dating them, they're your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and they give you a pair of shoes, it could mean that you will actually break up, right? That someone is going to run away, and they'll put on those running shoes and run away from the relationship. I've heard that one before. Unji says, if you scatter salt, I like that word, so sprinkle, scatter salt in front of a door that you first moved into, it scares the ghosts away. Okay, well, the next time I move into a new apartment in Korea, I will do that, just to be on the safe side. Kachi, magpie. Thank you, everybody. Autumn says, there always a black cat appears whenever main characters try to escape from villains in movies. Definitely. That's a trope. That's a cliche. When a woman character sees a black cat, she usually says, oh, this is bad. Definitely. Yep, the black cat is used a lot in horror movies. Good, everyone. Okay, great warm-up. So, now we're going to look at some conversational expressions, so idioms, related to luck and success. So if you happen to know any expressions, just those common phrases that native speakers use when talking about luck or success, let us know in the comments. I'll give you a few seconds to think or maybe search on the internet. Related to luck and success, we have one here already. Oftentimes we say that nobody likes a sore loser. That's pretty commonly said, and it means that if you lose a game, if you are not successful in a competition, right? You're the loser. You didn't win. You shouldn't act too angry. You shouldn't become too visibly upset. You shouldn't pout and sulk, so act too depressed. And it's because it makes everybody feel bad. So we often tell that to children when we're teaching them about in life, sometimes you win a game and other times you lose a game. But if you lose the game, don't be a sore loser. So nobody likes a sore loser. Sore is kind of like a pio, like hurt, a hurt loser, a painful loser, but we say sore. He was really sore after he lost the hockey game, meaning he was so depressed after he lost the game. So that's one, but there are plenty of others. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the chat. And says, I just thought that magpie is a name of a beer. I think I know which one you're talking about too. Sure. Unju, break your leg. Of course, that's a quintessential expression. Break a leg. Yeah. So break your leg, okay? But it's a little more natural too to say break a leg. Just break a leg. I'll type it in here. Great. Break a leg. And as everybody knows, we don't really wish physical harm on the person you're wishing good luck to. It just simply means good luck. In Korean, we say fighting. And I believe, though, this comes back, the origins of break a leg relate to Elizabethan England, when people, let's just say in the Shakespearean times, they were performing, they were actors, they were having to do some play on a stage. And there was this kind of really unfortunate series of events where members of this acting company of a certain Shakespeare play, now I can't remember the title, but all of those members, I shouldn't say all of them, but most of them got injured. Most of them actually broke a leg or an arm. And so because of all the bad luck, at that time, actors started saying break a leg, just as kind of a funny thing to say, saying, oh, things can't be as bad as that last performance. So it originated from theater, the world of theater. Okay, back to the chat. N, kill two birds with one stone. Yes. That's a great one. Really often used. And meaning that you can do two things at once. Get two good things, but you only have the effort. You do the effort for only one, right? Good. Murphy's Law. Oh, that's so good too. What can go wrong will go wrong. Jenny, beginner's luck. I love that one. We're talking about it next on the following slide. Suhyun, yes. Failure is the mother of success, meaning that success can only be born from failure. Yes, you need to fail in order to succeed. Great. Every cloud has a silver lining, says Jenny. Yes, I love that one. So there's always something positive in any situation. Fingers crossed, like this. Okay, I'll try to get my fingers in the screen properly. Right, so I take my fingers, I cross them. And this is a gesture. I know that in your previous lesson, you listened to Professor Hollis talk about gestures and cultural differences surrounding gesture. In the West, you can definitely do this, right? It just means good luck, fingers crossed, I hope you do well. We could even speak it. Somebody is about to have a job interview, or they're entering a contest. We'll say, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. It just means good luck. I'm thinking of you. I hope you do well. Good. Okay. And Jenny says, You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink the water. Yes, that's a great one. And that one's a little more difficult to unpack, but it means, in a sense, you can lead the horse to the water. You bring a horse to a place to drink water, but you can't actually force it to drink the water. And we say that usually in more of a sense where you're giving advice to a person. You're helping a person, but you can only help them to a certain point. You can't force them to take your advice. Like, you can't force the horse to drink the water if the horse isn't thirsty. So it's something that we say when someone's not really taking your advice and maybe your advice is actually useful for them. Good. Okay, so we have 2 on the screen here. And who said beginner's luck? Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. Yes, beginner's luck. So for those of you who may not know, it's just a type of luck experienced by somebody who does something for the first time. So maybe this person usually this person has no skill, no talent, no training, but nevertheless, they're still extremely successful the first time that they try something new. They can't repeat it though. So the example here is, my sister played golf for the first time in her life and got a hole-in-one. Beginner's luck. So she'll probably never get a hole-in-one again. I mean, if she does, that means she's quite lucky. But she's lucky instead of skilled. So she didn't train for years to have that ability. So beginner's luck could be with fishing, right? Someone who has never gone fishing before takes a fishing rod, dips it into the water, and immediately catches a fish. We would say, wow, good for you, beginner's luck. Maybe you've experienced beginner's luck. If you have, let me know. Type your story. But I'll move on to the next slide. This one might be a little bit of a new expression. It is to fall into one's lap. So we're going to unpack it a bit. Here we can see the man's lap. So the lap is the space or area, the surface area that your legs create when you're seated. Okay, so this is his lap. As well, we have an image here of a woman seated with a giant fruit in her lap. And in this case, a dog is falling from the sky and into this man's lap. So if something falls into your lap, it means that something good happens to you without you having to try, without any effort on your part. An example could be maybe your older brother decided it's time to buy a new car. So he's going to give his old car, his previous car, to you. You didn't have to do anything to get that car. You didn't have to save any money. You didn't have to go to any shop to search for this car. It was just given to you. And we call that something that falls into your lap. For example, if you get a really great job opportunity, kind of out of the blue. So again, conversationally, we say out of the blue, suddenly this great job comes to you. We say, the job just fell into my lap. So it came to me without me having to search for it. So if you have any experience, maybe a story, or you want to try to use it in a sentence, go ahead. I'll give you a moment while I take a small sip of my coffee, a little break here. Okay, and let's go to the chat. We have, my seat is making some noise today. All right. Unju, okay, back to the beginner's luck. When I first played badminton, I had beginner's luck. Great. I wonder, did you continue to play badminton? Did you decide, I like this sport, I'd like to get better at it? Lucy says, good for you, beginner's luck. Exactly, we can say that to somebody. Quite natural. Autumn says, maybe falling into one's lap happens to me all of the time. So I think Autumn is a lucky individual. Yeah. So that means that great things just happened to Autumn. Good. Jenny said the promotion just, you can put it into the past tense, not translate it, sorry. You can conjugate it. Yeah, conjugate it. So the promotion just fell into my lap. You can say that too. I didn't make any effort to get it. It just fell into my lap. Good, good. Lucy asks a question. How about winning the lottery? Is that also an example of something falling into one's lap? Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we could really think deeply about it and say, well, the person had to go buy a ticket. But, you know, it's really a disproportionate amount of money. You invest maybe $2 or $3 and you end up receiving millions, let's say. So we would say that's an example of something really great falling into your lap. Like zero effort or very minimal effort. And then you get a big payoff. Good. Oh, Jenny, sorry. Jenny says, that's not my experience. Just an example. Aha. Great. Okay, now I see. Yes, so your example was accurate. Thank you. A dog fell into my lap, but my dad took it away. Okay. So you had a chance to own a pet, but your father rejected that opportunity. I'm really sorry. I hope that you're able to get a dog in the future. Okay, N says, when I shopped in an E-Mart, 1+1 event just fell into my lap. Yes. Don't we love 1+1? Okay, we have Sarah. I sent my story to a radio program. It was picked by the DJ. I got a bunch of chicken packs as a gift. Wow! Congratulations. That's really a good story of, yeah, something great falling into your lap. Great opportunity. The opportunity just fell into my lap. Jenny says, when I climb to the Hanra Mountain for the first time. When I climbed Hanra Mountain for the first time. I couldn't climb to the top. Oh, I could climb to the top. Excuse me. That's beginner's luck. Yes, Jenny, perfect. Yep. So you were able to do a very challenging hike or climb on the first attempt. Good. Sorry. Need those glasses. Okay, great, everyone. So we're about at the halfway point in our lesson. We're going to switch to a grammar point, and then we're going to talk again about luck in a form of a game. So stick around for that game. But for now, we're going to switch our topic slightly to discuss something that I see as a common error often with my students. So a little bit of a reminder session about our articles. Okay, so we have a and an versus the. And I know this causes a lot of trouble for any level, really. Whether you're an advanced student or just a beginner, these are tricky. These are very tricky. I know that in the Korean language, articles are not so often used. So that makes it an additional challenge when learning English. But don't worry, we're just going to do a little practice time here. And you'll have an opportunity to chat again soon. But we want to talk about the difference between a, an, and the. If you have a question or a sentence you're not sure about, type it and I will explain it to you. It might require some nuance, but I will do my best. So when do we use them? What's the difference? So a and an, right? They are for something that is not specific. It is something that is one of many, right? So we have examples here of a book. This is just a book. One in particular, maybe it's the first time we're noticing it. However, if we have the book, it's something known to us. We're referencing what me as the speaker or what you as the audience already designated as the specific thing we're talking about. Again, here we have a picture of a thief, right? Somebody who steals. A thief. This is just one of many. We don't know his name, right? He's one in a group, perhaps. He's anonymous. It's just a thief. But Now we have the thief. We're referring to a particular thief. You and I both know who we're talking about. So that's the general difference. And we're going to look more now at proper nouns because I think everyone is okay with the rules I just described. But when we deal with the proper nouns, and remember last week we looked at proper nouns, sometimes we get confused when we use the or when we don't in front of some. So when we use the, it's okay when we talk about an ocean. So we always say the in front of the ocean's name because it's specific. We have also rivers. Again, it's a GPS location. It's a specific place. So we say the Han River in English. Like, I ate chicken at Hangang. It's better if you say, I ate chicken at the Han River. Much better. Seas, okay? So you're noticing here important bodies of water. Famous buildings, okay? So, of course, it's unique, it's special. We put the in front of it. Like the Eiffel Tower or, you know, a wonder of the world like the pyramids. And proper nouns that contain of. So we're going to say it is the United States of America. If there's an of, it's a little bit of a clue. You could probably use the in front of it. Like the ROK, the Republic of Korea, the Gulf of Mexico. You could even talk about the music of Mozart. Obviously, it's shorter to say, I like Mozart's music in conversation. But you could say, I like the music of Mozart. But you shouldn't say, I like music of Mozart. If you have the of, put the in front of it or try to remember. Now, I'm not giving you a 100% rule. You can always find exceptions in English, but just keep in mind, if it's specific or if there's an of, try to use the. Now, before we get to the next section, Jenny says, articles make me very challenging. You could say that articles make, give me a challenge. Or articles are a very challenging aspect of writing in English, especially business writing. Oh, definitely. Yes. As I said before, it is an area that requires a lot of nuance and just tons and tons of practice. But I think that everyone in our chat is doing a really good job. And a great way to improve this skill individually, honestly, it's by reading. Lots and lots of reading different types of literature. So you mentioned business, reading like business documents, reading emails, also reading English literature, reading news articles on the internet. By reading a lot, you'll get a sense, and do pay attention whenever you're reading to the and the and why the author chose one or the other. Unju. Oh yeah, the Mediterranean Sea. Good. Yep, you definitely need to say the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, now know the. Now this one I really want to talk about because I have a lot of advanced students and some of them make this mistake, and I always have to tell them because most countries do not require the. I would say 95% of the countries of the world in English, you never say the. I hear students sometimes saying like, oh, I moved back to the Korea when I was 20. Or I've worked in the Korea for 30 years. I traveled to the Canada, right? I did a working holiday in the Australia. So it's a small word, but it really gives away that you're not a native speaker. So please, most countries know the. But English is full of exceptions to make everybody's life difficult. So there are some countries that require the. And I was wondering if you could type them in the chat when you can actually say the. You've noticed here that we say America or, US, right? But we say America, but if we're going to put we have the United States of America, the US. That's a little confusing. It's a country, right? We have the Republic of Korea, but we don't say the Korea. And that's because the can be used with a collection. So if we're referring to a unity, a collection, plural, if that aspect of a collection or plurality is in the name of the country, you put the. But as I've said, most countries don't have that, right? Or the shorter version, the commonly used version, like Korea. We don't use the. That was a little complicated, but we'll see in the chat. Let's see what everyone has to say. Lucy, yep, great. I'm glad you brought up the UK. So we do say, the UK, which means the United Kingdom. And it's okay because it's a unity, like the United Kingdom. It's a group of kingdoms that are united. So it's like thinking of the, again, United States of America. So it's a collection. If there's something about a collection in the name of the country, then you could probably use the. So remember that. There's some exceptions. The UK is a very good example. Jenny, the Philippines. Yes, yes, yes. So a series of islands, and the giveaway is S, right? The Philippines. It's a group. We put the. Any others? We've got the UK, the United States, the Philippines. How about this one? The Netherlands. So this country's name officially ends with the S, right? Well, the longer title would be, the Kingdom of the Netherlands. But native speakers shorten it and say the Netherlands. S, you put a the, just like the Philippines. Anyone else? I think you've gotten the point. Like I said, 95% know the. Unju, correct, the Roman Empire. Yes, we can talk about past countries, sure, or groups. We could say the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union, it was a collection. Good. And thank you. Yeah, great example. The UAE, the United Arab Emirates. Again, unity and an S. So that's how you know the difference. Good, good. Oh, Unju, you've answered so many questions. I noticed your previous comment. Mars, Venus. Yeah. Planet names, know the. Good, good, good. The Maldives. Perfect. Again, S. The Emirates, S. The Bahamas, S. Okay, great, great. Everyone's got it perfectly. Yeah. S, put the in front of it. Okay, know the. Cities. Okay. So most, again, like 98% of cities do not require the. So I live in Incheon. I don't live in the Incheon, right? The New York, nope, just New York. I visited Toronto. I visited Sydney, just not with the in front of it. The only one I can think of in terms of a famous city name is The Hague. There's one city in Northern Europe. We call it The Hague. It's just in its title. But like I said, 98% know the. And then continents. Okay, so I think we're all realizing here we have a theme. So we don't say the Asia, the Africa, the Europe, just Asia, Africa, Europe. Mountains. So in English, it's a little bit different because in Korean you say like, how do we do it? Like sorak-san, right? Mountain comes at the end of the word, but in English, we move the word mountain, we shorten it into mount, and we put it at the beginning. So we would say like Mount Everest, Mount Halasan. Or Mount Sorak sounds a little strange. So I think we would just say like Sorak Mountain. What are some other mountains that I can think of? Oh, I've forgotten. You can tell that I don't do much hiking in Korea. Oh, I need to get out more. Giri Mountain, like Giri-san. Yeah. Giri Mountain. So you can say mount if you put it at the front of the word, or you can put it at the end if you say mountain. That's a little confusing, but we do have these set phrases like Mount Fiji, Mount Halasound, Mount Everest. So if it's like a really big one and really famous, we can put mount in front. Sure, Mount Baekdu. You can say that. You can say Mount Baekdu or Baekdu Mountain. Both are okay. Yeah. That's good. And as long as you don't put the in front of it, right? Okay, we know this. We don't put the in front of people's names, right? GD Mountain, not Giri Mountain. Thank you, Autumn. Good. Okay, so quick quiz. We have a country, Mexico. Do we use the or no the? You can type it in the comments. So, THE the or no the? Do you say the or no the? No the! Thank you, Lucy. You are correct. No the. Just Mexico. I visited Mexico City, or I visited Mexico. Here we have Indian Ocean. Is it the or no the? 정다운. Mount Hala. Yeah, that's right. I'm so used to saying san. You can chop off the san, yeah. Mount Hala or Hala Mountain. Good. The Indian Ocean. Yeah. So for bodies of water, we do. Think of water, the, and most landforms, no the. The Indian Ocean. You could say the Indian Ocean when you speak. You can also pronounce it the. A lot of native speakers make a link between the two vowels, like a liaison. The Indian Ocean. We just squish it together. Okay. We have now Han River. Is it just I ate chicken at Han River or I ate chicken at the Han River? Which one should we say? Yes, good job, everyone. The Han River. Beautiful. Now we have a mountain, a famous mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro. The or no the for a mountain? Do we say the Mount Kilimanjaro or just Mount Kilimanjaro? Yeah, no the X. Good job. Oh, well, I got a little too ahead of myself, so we sped through the Louvre. Yeah, it is a famous building. So you wouldn't say, I visited Louvre in Paris. I visited the Louvre in Paris. Thank you. And okay, we've got a continent, Asia. If you pronounce it like Asia, try to say it more deep, like kind of bring your voice down, like Asia. It sounds more like a native speaker, Asia. And you're right, no the. It's just the continent of Asia. Great. And we have a city, San Francisco. I have some cousins who live in San Francisco, or I have some cousins who live in the San Francisco. What sounds better? Correct. Yep. No the. Just San Francisco. Good. Thank you, everyone. Okay, last one. Well, it's a person. He has a strange beard. No the. Thank you. Okay, we're going to, well, I wanted it to be the last one because we're running out of time. So I'll just show you the remaining answers. The Republic of Korea, because we have of and the collection here. All right, I want to speed through. We have Korea, just the country's kind of shortened name, and we just say Korea. America, just America. Oh, you guys are keeping up so quickly. Thank you. I know I'm going too fast. because I really want to play a game. Now we have something with an S. It's a unit, and we have of. Definitely. It's the USA, the United States of America. So just remember that subtle difference. Great. Lucy, wow, Jenny, Unju, Chongdong-hoon, wow, everybody, and Hyunsuk, Suhyun. I'm getting all of your comments in the chat all at once. Okay, great. Oh my. Okay, I'll say this so fast. Another rule to keep in mind, we use a and an when something is just suddenly introduced. It's just popped up. It's just known to us. But it's the when it's something we already know, or it's already referenced, or again, it's unique and specific. So a very easy little way to remember if you just pay attention to the usage here. So we're saying, I bought a new phone. So I'm introducing the idea for the first time. It's one of many phones. So I bought a new phone. We wouldn't say, hey, I bought the new phone. If I said that, it would mean something completely different, that it was a phone that you knew I was going to buy. But you didn't know that I was going to buy a phone. So I'm telling you today, hey, guess what? I bought a new phone. And the new phone, so now you know about it, I can switch it into the. So my new phone, the new phone has a blue case. I'm introducing new items to you, a blue case. You know it now. So that blue case, or you could say the blue case, was expensive. It was 90,000 won on Gmarket. Hey, did you know Gmarket is a shopping website? I'm introducing it to you for the first time. It's a new idea. And obviously, it's one of many shopping websites in Korea. There's Coupang, there's Naver, there's others. One of many, not specific. The website, now I'm referring back to Gmarket, will ship your goods, will deliver in 2 to 3 days. Actually, these days, because of Corona, I feel like it's just one day. They're so fast. Anyway, it's one of the best websites in Korea. So here, if something is the best, it's specific. There's only one. We can't have a best. It's always the best. So it's one of the best websites in Korea. Therefore, I am a satisfied customer. I am one of many happy customers. I am, introducing a new item, the satisfied customer. If you said, I am the satisfied customer, it would suggest that we know already about being a satisfied customer and that you're the only one as well. It's a little awkward. So we would just say, oh, I'm one of many. I'm a satisfied customer. So that little story is a way to kind of get the feeling of how we use and the when something's new, first introduced versus already known or extremely specific, like the case of the best. So, going to move ahead because we have only 5 minutes. And I wanted to talk to you in our last 5 minutes together about 오징어 game, the Squid Games. So I think that many of you may have already watched this super popular drama on Netflix. I'm a huge fan of the series. If you are, let me know. So for those of you who are not familiar with the Squid Games, it is a program that depicts a group of people who have to do various competitions in order to win a prize. Jenny, yeah, Jenny knows what we're talking about. So with the last 5 minutes, I would love to hear your answer. So please imagine that you are a member of the Squid Games. Now I'm saying here, it is a safer version of the Squid Games because the Squid Games is a little bit violent. So imagine you're in a safe version of the Squid Games. And there are these 13 people. What you need to do is make a team. You're going to choose 4 of these members to be on your team. And what you're doing is that you are playing a series of games Squid Games have you playing usually childhood games, Korean childhood games, in order to move ahead to the next level. So you have to play some games. You need to get a team. We have a judge, a 50-year-old male judge. So someone who, think of like a prosecutor, think of someone who decides whether or not someone's guilty or innocent. A 55-year-old female economist. Okay, so she studies money, the economy. A 30-year-old male professional ballerina, a dancer. A agricultural engineer, someone who studied farming professionally. A male priest, so someone who prays. I'm really reducing it here because of our lack of time. An opera singer, someone who sings opera. A handsome, well-built man, so strong guy. A beautiful woman. A psychiatrist, so you could say a doctor of emotions. Okay, someone who fixes your emotional problems. A child genius, a very smart child. A history teacher, a computer programmer, and a biologist. So someone who studied animals and nature, biology. Who would you choose on your team and why? Who would you pick? Because you're going to be on an isolated desert island, a very hot place, playing some games to win a prize. So who would you pick and why? I'm just curious. Oh, this game would be so fun to play in person. But I mean this English game, right? But obviously due to the pandemic, we're unable to meet face to face. Okay, so Unju says, I would pick a 37-year-old male biologist. Oh, because he can cure hurt people. Sure, okay, you think that he could be similar to a doctor? He knows about nature. He can make some remedies from his surroundings. Good, okay. And Unju would also choose the 14-year-old male child genius. Maybe you think that he would be successful in playing some of the games. Cool. Anyone else? Yeah, I realize I didn't give you enough time to type. Sorry. But any other answers that can come in? N. Okay. N would choose a 32-year-old handsome, well-built man. I'll have no guilt to sacrifice him for me, even if he is on my team. So N, I think you've watched the series. Sounds like it. Sure. Jenny says, a 14-year-old male child genius, a 35-year-old female agricultural engineer, a 42-year-old female computer programmer. Okay. You're going with the very intelligent ones, I see. Autumn is choosing the economist. Okay, so someone who maybe is good at money. With money, sorry. A ballerina. Oh, yay. A psychiatrist. A computer programmer. Because I like people who are mathematical. Hey, great answer. Okay. I love to choose female teams. Yeah. And Daun, agricultural engineer, psychiatrist, biologist, and a handsome, well-built man. Okay, very well-rounded. You're trying to cover a lot of different areas. Yeah, I could spend a lot of time talking to you about the Squid Games and why I enjoyed that drama so much. I'm sure, as you've heard, it's extremely popular abroad. I think it could be, is it number one? Number one right now in America and in several other countries. So maybe next time we could talk about it some more in our future lesson. Wow, that being said, it's time to finish. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. And I will see you a few weeks from now, October 30th at the same time. And I'd like to wish you all good luck on your exams. Break a leg. And I hope to continue speaking with you more later. So it was so much fun today, everyone. I hope you enjoy your Saturday. And take care. like I said, good luck on your exams. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care. Thanks. It was so much fun. Bye.